The third perspective. The third perspective.
Up and down, these balls like a frog, ribbit, ribbit. You be getting a chance to hit it, just lick it. Then you're all types of fools and idiots once you do. Don't you get the drift that your hoes in love with a ghetto vibe grip? But please, why you jerky? I had your hoe touch your feet with a slight bend in her knees. Ow, ski, motherfucker, ski, on them blue satin sheets. I'm that fucking beast. Call me sugar as a sweet dick. The hoe off the drone, mistletoe these nuts like I'm Saint Nick. Shivering like it's 30 below zero. She like the pole north of the A-pole. Reach for the petroleum. As in Delhi, turn up the R. Kelly. Got the boom real smelly. You whisper in my ear that your body's worse than your bite and your sex is mediocre. Sure, take Teddy P's advice. Just turn off the lights. Let's get closer. When the night over, so I can see the poker. Like a 350-pounder with billy club stuck to the ribs. I pull the pipe out and bust right on the lips. Once, maybe twice. Once, maybe twice. If the noggin is tight and that pussy is nice, I earned my pimp stripes in
DC. What it do? Appreciate you tuning in. This is the Third Perspective Podcast. I am your host, the late night supervisor, dope dealer extraordinaire, Rab B.I.D. Jones. To the left of me, as usual, suspect, my co-host, Radical Real. And he's radical for a reason. You know what I'm saying, Doc? It is I. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast at, we appreciate you downloading it, you know. My man over this joint got the gaming. You check him out when you get a chance, you know. Other than that, like as usual, you know, An economic crisis, pandemic crisis, and a social justice crisis. We're working on a impeached president, and it's 2020. Things ain't looking good, boy. We got 98 days for the election, 97 days now for the next election. Other than that, what's been going on, player?
No, nothing much. Chilling, relaxing, typical shit. So what's going on with you, dog?
Nigga. Other than this heat.
Nah, it's been all right lately. I don't know. I don't be up during the day too much.
It be hot some motherfucker. Nigga can't take it.
They gave y'all that. They gave y'all that rain.
That who?
I say they gave you the rain. You all right now?
I told you what you do in the rain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no? There's only few things you can do in the rain. All of them is in the house.
Hey, but keep it cool.
Yeah. You do feel nice, though. I'll tell you that, man. That thing get the balloon. Open the windows up. Why?
You know? You don't know about that, dog.
Stop playing, dog. What it do? What it do? Appreciate you, though. On YouTube, if you're tuning in right now, subscribe. So we get 100 subscribers and do the one chip challenge, the hottest chip in the world. You can check us out. That'll be live once we eclipse that mark. That'll be live on all platforms. So if you watch YouTube right now, subscribe, or you can wait until you see enough content. You know what I'm saying? If it's enough for you to subscribe, I appreciate you a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? We are trying to up our game a little bit. So if you ain't liking what you're saying so far, we going to improve things. You know what I'm saying? So, and you can check our podcast out on Spotify and Google Podcasts. That's a podcast. YouTube's a little different. We spread our wings a little bit. We do a little sports, do music, a little bit of beauty too, But if you want to check the trending topics and the hottest whatever's going on at the time, that's be our podcast. That'd be on Spotify, Shout out to Spotify, dog. It's a lot going on too, dog. It's a lot going on. And today we do want to do the top 5 hip hop. I say a little bit R&B too. Groups,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Over the histories. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you got a list of those. I do want to go over some of those, groups. Then we I don't know if you heard about Shawty, man. Cardi B. But I don't know. She was on the joint tripping off something, man. I think it was somebody she knew back in the day or something. He got a blog or something and shit. And he had put a picture out on her or some shit. I guess trying to catch her fucked up or something.
What to say? I mean, it's that long ago. That shit don't count. I mean, the internet is forever, but come on, man.
And
Why
this
she
picture you put out right, him or her.
How old is that?
Recent.
Oh yeah, she might gain a little weight. That's that quarantine 15.
Everybody got that quarantine 15 extra.
Her case is like quarantine 35, but it's all good.
It's either be the weight or the hair. It's be all over the place.
Well, at least her thighs starting to match her butt, so you can tell it ain't fake no more.
But I don't know what's wrong with the picture though.
Like
I don't know.
Photoshop.
Huh? What you
Like
think?
it's Photoshop.
I mean, far as all right, somebody getting at her and trying to send this picture out, right?
Yeah.
Is it that bad?
Nah, I just like they caught her a chill time.
Yeah. It ain't. I mean, just a normal young, like if he's running away and shit. This young was walking to the store. Everybody be honking their horn and stopping.
Yeah.
What's this on?
That's another thing. Where Entourage at? Normally people don't go out by themselves.
Oh yeah, that is crazy too. Yeah, that is. Now you think about it, why she walking around like that? Just walking around and shit.
Yeah.
Maybe she thought she was looking so chill that nobody knows her.
No, they always know.
You know?
She talk too much. She on too much shit for niggas not to know.
Let me see that joint again.
Hypnotized, huh?
I don't think it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like if this was a hit shot, this was like a pellet gun or something, man. It's like what is this?
Nah, she just holds being held to a high standard. They don't expect to see the lady who ran Fashion Over and all that to just look normal.
Yeah.
So they want her to always be on her Cardi B stuff. Which is, you gotta always be with the meow and all that shit. But sometimes people just know them.
No,
She did
bro.
gain some weight though.
Niggas just trying to chill sometimes.
Yeah. Ain't that the whole point? To make money so you can relax?
Yeah. You're right about that one. But she went in though. Somebody, whoever this person is, she went in on them. Start talking about all she did for them and shit, for the families and shit. All that shit's left.
Nah, you ain't gotta do all that. But
She went in. So I'm gonna start from the beginning so we can get a picture of what she talking about. I don't know if they gonna block this or what.
This person does a lot of funny shit. And it's like, I even was gonna do an interview with them because like I feel like it will help them out, and I'm cool with them. But it's like I noticed a lot of funny shit. Like I noticed that it's like you don't know what type of interview I'm gonna make about it, and you keep pressing me and you keep harassing me about the interview, and then I just felt like they was just doing too much, and I just felt like they were using me, and I don't like when people use me. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm seeing a lot of blogs posting that it's like, oh, Cardi cursed this blog out because he posted this picture of me. Now, this picture of me was caught, I don't know, this picture of me was caught on, like 4 days ago. I don't think there's nothing wrong with the picture. You can't even see my face. My ass looks fat. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
My
it do.
hair's a little messed up, but I think I look cute. I don't have a problem with that person for posting the picture. This is where the problem comes from, right? Because that person wrote to me about something. I'm like, yeah, what happened? And they wrote back to me, but I didn't got back to them as fast as I could because like I said, I'm a busy ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? Just because you don't see me, I be busy. And on top of that, I have a kid. Like I have a 2-year-old that I like when she said I want to go outside, bitch, I gotta fucking go outside. She said I want to get in the pool, I gotta get in the pool. Like I got a lot to manage. So I noticed that this person, right? Because I didn't write back to them on time, they posted this picture trying to be shady, and it's like I caught that shade. Even though it didn't bother me, I just know the type of person that person is. And it's like, yo, that's the fake shit that I don't like. I don't like that fake shit. And you prove my point right. If I have an argument with you, this is the second time that I argue with this person. Every single time that I argue with you, you want to post it up. Like it's like you looking for attention. And that's why I don't fuck with you. I hate when people gaslight, like they fuck with you, but they act like they fuck with you for their benefit, but they don't fuck with you for real. They don't fuck with you for real. And then it's like, you want to post every single time that we argue. Why don't you post every single time when you told me that you needed something for your grandmother and I sent you money? Or every single something about you needed money for a phone. Why don't you fucking post that? But you want to post every time that I have an argument. And that's what it is. You're a fake ass person. You're a fake friend. You're a fake whatever the fuck you is. Because I argue with my friends all the time. I argue with some family members all the time. And you never see us going back and forth. I was working with somebody on my team for months. And guess
First of all, I'm gonna stop right there for a minute. What you think?
Oh, side note, it was an echo. People was telling me. I got texted. It was echo. Yeah, it was echo. But it sounded like if somebody close to her and like friend close, she trying to be not saying if it's a male or a female, but if it's attention, most likely it might be a female. But that's it. No, there. The point is, you know how your friends are. You know what I'm saying? I could tell if you shady. And all that telling about what you did for them, they ain't gonna stop them from doing more. I don't know, it just seemed kind of funny.
One thing I'm tripping off is what she means she argue with her friends and family all day, all the time. Like, the fuck? What do you mean? You always arguing with everybody and shit? That might be you. You know what I'm saying? Doc? The fuck you arguing all the time for? So now, if you listen to right now, I'm about to play it again. If you listen right now, you hear echo or something, or you can't hear it, leave a comment and let us know. You know?
They never putting out my business. None of that shit. This person told me to hook them up with somebody to mentor them, and I tried to hook them up. I guess it didn't work out. The person was busy. So that's my thing. Like, it's like I be breaking my back, being a real bitch to you, because I be thinking you a real nigga, but you just a fuck ass, fake ass, lying little nigga. And that's the shit I don't like. And everybody wanna make us see this over picture. I like this picture. I think I look cute. I think I look like a regular bitch. But I know the intention when you posted this picture. I know your intention. And if you like, I know you. And that's my problem. I'm not out here trying to fucking look for bullshit. I'm not here trying to this. I'm gonna make a little announcement later on. Oh yes, and now I'm seeing all this little fucking Tekashi things that like I was on their live and I was high on it. I follow academics. So I guess my page, you know, like when you scroll up and it goes, this person is on live, and it clicks by mistake, and my phone froze. So I'm trying to get out of it. But when you know when your phone froze, it start going everywhere. I guess I pressed something and got on it. It was a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I follow academics. So when I'm trying to swipe up to get out of Instagram and click it. No big deal. Whatever. I'm not.
Yeah. First of all, she was tripping. Oh, first, what you think?
Yeah, she was tripping.
She funny as shit.
She caught feelings. She caught big feelings behind that.
Man, what? Start talking about, oh yeah. What about the problem when I help you turn your phone back on? Like,
Yeah.
huh?
What does that have to do with anything?
What? Hey, what about that time? Something about your grandma or something? Like, what? Really though?
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Something wrong with the picture then, if you know what I'm saying? You going in.
Yeah, she took offense to it. Because like she said, she could have kept it in-house. We would have never known nothing about it, even though he posted the picture.
Exactly. So
she think it was malintent because he posted an everyday picture of her.
Exactly. Ain't that some shit? And like I was saying, when I seen it, it don't look bad to me. Like an average youngin' in the hood, just walking through the store and shit.
But you gotta understand, she perpetrating that she's not the average. She selling you an image. So,
like that younger walking down the street just like that. If it's not Cardi B, niggas be trying to holler at her, dog.
Yeah.
They be blowing all over the place. Just with this outfit on. So I don't know. Like she said, she don't look bad in the joint. I agree with her on that. I don't know. That's why I said it must be pellet guns when they was trying to get her. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that shit didn't hurt.
It didn't seem like it. No, it hurt. It stung.
Somehow, yeah. Something.
It did more than a pellet gun.
I think she hurt because whoever that is, you know what I'm saying? That probably touched her close because she looked out for him and shit, like she was saying. So she didn't expect that person to go left with her and shit.
Shit, that's the ones who do it the most.
You best to believe that one. You best to believe that one for sure. I appreciate you everybody tuning in on Facebook group, YouTube. Appreciate your whole life. If you're on YouTube right now, subscribe. We got 100 subscriber challenge. You know what I'm saying? Hot chip challenge. So if you're on YouTube right now, subscribe. You know? This is the Third Perspective Podcast. That's Radical Real to the left of me. I'm DC's own Rad B.I.D. Jones. You know, that's rap for your internet fools. You know, a few minutes we had Jay in here in a minute, another guest host. You know, we'll rap about the top 5. Everybody gonna name their top 5 groups in hip hop, R&B history, right? Oh, you ready for that, Red?
I thought we were doing hip hop, but we doing R&B. I can throw some shit out.
You could, cause some of them bands back in there was doing both, almost. You know, and it was really hip hop too. It's kind of hard. You know, like there's some groups that was doing some R&B. All right, what about Jodeci? For example.
Yeah, that's a group.
Now you see what I'm saying? You'll put them in it, right?
I mean,
It's
hip
kinda
hop,
loose,
yeah.
You feel me?
They blur the line.
Exactly. That's why I say it's like slash R&B, because some of them don't like Jodeci like that. It's kind of funny. It's kind of hard to put them somewhere, because it is hip hop. But then some of that shit they blew up off was R&B type shit. So you never know. It's kind of mixed of shit. You know what I'm saying? But like R&B was like more like it was some people that was doing just more R&B groups and shit. It was just straight R&B vocals and shit. But I used to like motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Certain shit. See, it was hard to make me like you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, man, I'm telling you. You gotta come with that shit. You know? Like we've been talking about Ice Cube for, like he would come up with the Contract America thing and shit. And all that.
Yeah.
Like I said, he one of the people that I thought I liked because the way he took his craft serious. And that shit, man, that nigga used to be tight, though. And like you said in the last podcast, he was kind of ahead of everything as far as just going against the government and all that. He been like that. You feel me? So, like people coming out now saying this nigga talking dumb. Well, it's really how he always been talking. If you listen to his rhymes, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Basically, y'all just late.
Everybody else because they used to the Friday version of it.
Or the one when he had the kids in there. What was that movie? That made him famous too.
So they're not really thinking of him like that. But all his rhymes is just strictly all that. You know what I'm saying? He's like he was ahead of the curve on that. Because that's what made NWA rap some of that shit. Like his shit was like, yeah. And then when he left, that kind of mentality was gone.
Yeah, because he was like the Griff with rapping skills.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. He didn't really go overboard. He always kept it where it was hard for them to really say too much. Like, okay, that sounds reasonable, but what about this? You know what I'm saying? They try other shit. I get it, yeah. Of course. We don't know about top and shit. But he come on Instagram. Okay, the Contract in America, Ice Cube, right?
Yeah.
So he come on Instagram on his joint, on his page. And let me take it. So now he come on his page. Obviously, he been getting motherfucking something. I don't know what's happening here. You know what I'm saying? So again, one of those things I was telling you about Radical. Okay, not Radical Real, but basically something like Radical Real. Like when they do this thing they do, like what's his name, Mike, Killer Mike and shit. When they get in the thing, or people get the feedback on them, they bend their words after that. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Now, can we agree, Rail, that voting is one thing he ain't feeling nobody about? He never talked about that. He ain't agreeing on that. In fact, in 16 is the reason why I ain't fucking with him. Now, can we agree that voting is one thing is not in his page? Ever been?
What? He said vote, but he's like,
when was this?
Pointless. He said it's pointless to vote.
Okay. So he never said go out and vote a day in his life. In fact, he always said don't vote because they all the same.
No, he ain't never say don't vote. He's just saying if you choose to do that.
You don't need to vote, they all the same. You're gonna get the same thing from both.
Yeah, you
Basically,
say that. Yeah,
you've been saying that for years,
yeah.
right?
It's true. It's the truth, no matter if you like it or not.
So why? What would be the reason why they switch up then, bro?
What do you mean? He got with your boy LeBron, and LeBron pushing this Go Vote campaign. There you go.
LeBron again?
Yeah, they try and get registered voters. I mean, felons who got to pay the penalties before they can vote. They paying all that up. They try and do a lot of stuff to level the tides,
What's
but
up? This the homie Cube.
Now I'm gonna play this joint. Anybody hear any echo or you can't hear it? Let me know.
You know, a lot of people think I've been on one for these last few months, ever since. Yo, what's up? This the homie Cube. I just want to talk to y'all, man. You know, straight up, no filter, no news, no nothing, just straight up. Me to you. You know, a lot of people think I've been on one for these last few months, ever since George Floyd was killed. But I've been on one my whole career, so this shit ain't nothing new. You know, I felt like I've been ahead of the curve. And I've been waiting for people to catch up. We got shit to do, man. You know, it's an election coming up. I don't think neither party respect what we need done to close this wealth gap. And I think we gotta use our vote, this black vote, as a fucking tool. You know, some call it a weapon to get what we want. Don't matter which party give it to us. Somebody got to get behind the contract with Black America. It's very broad. It deals with a lot of our pain, and it helps us catch up. You know, me, I ain't got nothing else I'm doing or passionate about but some change. You know, I don't give a damn about a movie or a fucking record or none of that shit. I care about changing the situation for black people in this country. And I want people, you know, to get behind it. You know, we got a short window. This is it. We don't get it now, might be another fucking 30 years before we get any of this. We got to go for it now. It ain't no time to play. You know, I don't want my kids, grandkids, great grandkids, anybody after that to have to deal with this bullshit. We got to change it now. Straight up. We got to get serious. We got 92 days to push this program. I need all hands on deck. This your homeboy Ice Cube. You'll be hearing from me.
All hands on deck. What'd you hear from?
I hear frustration. You know what I'm saying? He sound like he beat down. Sound like he got somebody in his ear telling him that he could use his voice to push this vote drastic thing, but he continues in that all on them accepting that proposal he gonna throw at them. They're not gonna do that. Why? They're gonna get the vote regardless. It don't matter. And that's where he lose me at. I'm like, okay, you say you're gonna take it to either candidate, Republican or Democrat. Like, no, you gotta honor this or we ain't gonna vote for you. He don't control everybody. It's still black Republicans. So I'm like, it's still black Democrats. It goes both ways. It's still conservatives. It's still non-conservatives. Why somebody who's black and rich give a fuck if the poor get anything? And that's my whole point. And it's a good idea in the theme of it, but he bringing it to a system that's corrupt. And they going to put statutes on when they got to get this done. So, yeah, they might say, yeah, we could do this. But then they can break it down and do that shit over 50 years, 20 years, 30 years. it ain't gonna be done quickly. And saying that it ain't gonna affect his grain, it's too late. They already affected because what already been done. And so now maybe their kids might not be, but he's saying like he got the power to control that. Like you said, the leader's that. So he assuming he the leader. We all gonna follow in line. He can ring in the Candace Owenses and all the other left wing people, the Terry Cruzes and all that who talk that stupid shit. He control them too.
You don't need them though.
Yeah, you don't need them, but
No.
okay. But they owe the influence. They owe the influence of the people that he ain't getting. They getting. He getting all the. They getting all the oddballs, the goofy ones. But I get where you're going with it. It's a nice theme and all. But politicians lie. Motherfucker tell you anything and you get them in the office. And then he don't control the Republicans and Democrats. I mean, on the House of Representatives and the senators who gonna push this shit through. The president, one man. Yeah, the president can say, yeah, you know what? This is what we gonna do. I honor this. But then the representatives and the Senate, they're like, nah, we ain't passing this. Or we gonna hold it up forever. Long time after you out of the office. So it's a good idea, but it's not like you're trying to ransom them, and it don't work like that. Because at the end of the day, they know you're gonna vote for somebody, and that's the whole point of voting. If you don't vote, that will help them. If you do vote, you gotta vote for only one of the two. So either way, somebody getting your vote. And that's goes back to my whole original point. If you playing corrupt, it don't matter which side corrupt you on. It's just corrupt. It's just who's less corrupt. But then okay, but it's still overall corrupt. And the people who are on top of the corrupt, they still win. No matter which way you see it, the system is designed, they gonna win. I think he see that too. I don't know where it's coming from. It sounds kind of different, but it's okay.
Different from last 2 weeks.
It sounds a little different.
I'm gonna tell you what he sound like to me. It sounds like he mixing the two together. He trying to mix it together where he wants you to vote now, where that wasn't in his thing. Now that's mixed in. Now you feel me? Where it's like now I need y'all to all hands on deck and vote. Like, okay, nigga, who you voting for? What is the vote? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? All these years you ain't talking about no voting. Now what? Who are you voting for now? Can we know that?
Nope, it don't matter who, long as they approve my bill.
So you telling me if racist, bigot, Trump say, okay, let's do something with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
You
that.
gonna believe that shit?
Yep, that's what he just said. He said it don't matter who.
So
Exact words.
Yeah,
Yeah, why?
It goes back to what I've been saying from the beginning. You got to fucking vote all up and down the ticket. Period. If you got Democrats, like now you got shit held up in the Congress because Democrats been passed all types of shit. Even the George Floyd bill been passed 2 months ago. Motherfucking stimulus checks been passed 2 months ago. So if they was running shit with all that shit been all solved, you know what I'm saying? Gun bill 4 years ago, they had to sit down in Congress, still get shit passed. You see what I'm saying? So it's a difference where we talking about who's who and who's doing what. To me, it is. It's a big difference. Who's fighting for what? Then when you say, oh, Democrats just want power, and Republicans just want, I guess, money or some shit, doesn't matter. It's just what benefits you. Now you can't tell me all the shit that Democrats like to do, even if they in power, that don't hurt you. All that shit is good for you. Whatever it is they want to do. See what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter. They have to be in charge of everything. So that means you got to vote all up and down the ticket. You can't just think about the president and then start getting wishy-washy because somebody told you something about this person and there's only 2 people left. You can't do all that. You know what I'm saying? It just can't. It's not that simple. You got to vote for Congress. You got to vote for all that shit. Or you're going to get all that shit stuck in the bill, kids getting killed in school, and that bill still stuck in there catching motherfucking cobwebs. You see what I'm saying? But y'all blame everybody. When motherfucking one party completely helpless. They can't do nothing but pass the bill. Nothing else. They can't give it to the president. They can't do anything else. But everybody blames everybody. That's my problem right there. So it's a clear person to vote for. It's a clear party to vote for if you want shit done. It's just that simple. Would they benefit from it? I don't give a fuck. As long as I'm benefiting what I need to be benefited from. That's the only thing that matters. You know what I'm saying? So when he flip-flop, go from all his career talking about fuck voting, they all the same. Now he see it talking about some vote. He don't sound right. And you even know that.
Oh, I've been to that, but
He bending and folding because it don't work that way. It's just that simple. You got to vote. You can't avoid that. You got John Lewis just passed away. He be looking dumb. That's probably where the pressure coming from. You see what I'm saying? That's why he looking dumb. He got to come on his Instagram and clear that shit up. And backtrack and say, yeah, all right, we need to vote now. Use our black vote, like I've been saying from the beginning, to tilt the power. Like, come on, man. That's what I've been saying. You just late now. I'm glad you're here, though, dog. You know what I'm saying? O'Shea? Yo, Shay? What's up, real?
I'm lost. So you think our black vote has a lot of power to change a whole presidential / Republican? I mean, all the little people on the ticket.
Yeah.
How you figure when we only 11% of the population?
It doesn't matter, man. If we what are you talking about then? Use our vote for what then?
He talking as though he control. He talking as though he can control how everybody can vote, and that's where it's flaw at. He is not the leader. He can't say, "Oh, look,
doesn't matter.
Hey, we huddling up. Hey, we gonna all vote for these people right here."
It doesn't matter.
He don't have that power.
Our vote is solid for one person, regardless, because that person tend to cater to what our needs are. That's who we vote for. Simple as that. It don't get no simpler, dog. That tends
You
to be
say that, but like he said it don't matter who, long as they do what he want done.
But Republicans not gonna do it. So
how you know that? How do you know that? If you telling them that they're gonna win, they might.
Come on, really?
But you can't get past the fact that it's a racist that's going to do it for you.
He's not gonna do it.
Stuck on it. How you know?
You'll give a racist president a black.
Hey! First of all,
that's how you make it.
First of all, in my eyes, both Democrats and Republicans are racist. They both under the same statute to me. So
we ain't about
you
to
go that route. Yeah, we don't go that way. But I'm just saying, in my eyes, both of them racist. You can't tell me otherwise. But I get where you coming from and he coming from.
The last Democrat that puts kids in cages.
What?
What you mean what? The last Democrat that put some Mexican and Spanish kids in cages. What Democrat did that? Just name it. I'll give you one more. Give me one Democrat that banned Muslims. I'll give you a minute.
You give me a minute. This is the first time this issue came up.
We have with you, dog. What are you talking about?
You throw random shit. You throw random shit that applies to this day and time.
How's that random?
And we're going back way further than that. Even when the Democrats ran the country.
People that's in there right now. We talking about Trump, remember? You said they're the same.
They are. You can't see it, dog. Their beliefs are different, but they're the same, dog.
Ban Muslims.
All right, dog. So you think this is what you comparing to? A Catholic person versus a Christianity person. That's what you comparing right now. That's it. It's the same thing.
That locked Spanish kids up at the border in the cages. Can you give me the Democrat that did that? It ain't none.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. So you can't see those differences. That's the problem already. You can't stay hopping on something that ain't there.
Okay. You believe
right,
what
Jay?
you want to, dog.
What you think, Jay? Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear.
Go ahead. What you think?
My opinion on that is that only bigots do that type of shit.
What?
Say that you probably got a couple of governors and senates that does that. That is loud and proud to say, "I stand with my president." And those are the ones that are the bigots.
Best to believe it.
Outside of David Duke, that's in the White House and shit, which is the owner of the Atlanta Dream. If we're gonna drop names, she one of them. And the players feel like they working with somebody that is the slave master. But what they did, they didn't fire her, but they just took her off of basketball relationships. So it's like damn if you do, damn if you don't. In that situation, they scared to even ban somebody like her out, you know. But you know, you got people like Don Imus, and you know they get jobs back. But Nick Cannon, you know, it's gonna take a while for him to get a job unless he go with Fox.
Nah, but
But it's a lot of it's a double-edged
specifically
it's a
politics.
double-edged sword with a lot of shit though. Like Obama, it's a lot of shit Obama couldn't do, and that's because both Republicans was holding the House and the Senate, and they was vetoing everything that came down the pipeline. He thought about something, they vetoed it.
Exactly. And that's why you gotta vote up and down the ticket. You can't wait around just for the president and then get squishy about that one. You know what I'm saying? All this shit matters. You know?
I think if everybody can vote for like the right candidate, which is like, let's say for instance they vote, at least try to have Democrats on both sides and see what changes is going to be made, versus having a Democrat and then having one Democratic House of Representatives and then a Republican Senate. Because everything that the last thing that comes through is the Senate. They could vote for this and vote for that, come up with bills all day, every day, but the final say is the Senate.
Yeah. That's why you gotta vote all that shit. We had all Democrats in there. Some of the shit we don't be worried about now. That's like
the judges. The judges right now is starting to tip on one side. And that's because they wouldn't allow Obama to appoint a judge until Trump got in there.
They held them joints up, yeah. It's terrible.
And then when they did that, and when Trump appointed these people, it backfired because they don't even fuck with Trump policies or whatever the fuck he be coming up with. His little dreamland policies he be coming up with.
The Muslim ban.
Coming up with these stupid shit.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's too bigotry in that. It can't go with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it showed. To be honest with you, because he been open with the shit. Everybody else has been open with the shit, and then the first thing to come out their mouth is, "I stand with my president." So when shit was going down, and Obama was trying to do his, write his bills or executive orders, and they get vetoed, you ain't hear none of them motherfuckers.
But look,
by a president when they was vetoing his shit.
But look, did you hear?
But that's because they see a president of color. They don't see, their own kind. They see a president of color. The only person that opened her mouth and said what she said was Maxine Waters. Said, if you're gonna shoot me, you might as well shoot a wounded animal. Now,
you ain't hear when
if you're gonna shoot me, shoot a wounded animal.
You ain't hear when Biden said
but
when Biden said Trump was the most racist president ever. Y'all heard that shit? So I want to know, do y'all think that what y'all think about that? Do you think he the racist that ever was president? I don't even think.
Nah, he ain't the most racist. He's up there. There's no levels to racism. It's not whatsoever. It's just once you're a racist, you are a racist. Like there's no levels to this shit.
Yeah, you ain't number one or number two.
If you over there owning slaves, or you saying you owning slaves, or you saying wild shit out your mouth about black people, Spanish people, or banning Muslims and shit. I mean, go ahead. I mean, there's no levels to it. Then we did have that was a cross dresser.
What do you think, Rev?
I mean, we did have a cross dresser president before,
Oh yeah.
for crying out loud.
For crying out loud, huh? No, he ain't the most racist, dog. The ones who founded it was the most racist. Start with number one, work your way back. They existed to keep people down. Trump is trying to maintain power and using fear to motivate people to get them to do what they want. He's speaking what people want to hear, and that's his base. That's all he doing. Half of that shit, do I think he believe? Yeah. Some of it because he was just born that way and rich his whole life. That's the way he believes. A lot of this shit he say is against people of his own race, but they look down on him because he knew money. He ain't owed money. And he tried to be a part of some of them things like the NFL. They didn't want him in there, so he always take shots at him. That's where that shit stems from. They spurred him when he wanted to be a part of it, and he ain't letting it go. He just using his platform to keep fucking on him. It ain't just that, you know, business deals just went bad. You know what I'm saying? Females, he didn't get the smash back then.
You
got a
the
long list of it.
USFL.
Yeah, some of that is just, it's him. But
I'm gonna say, all right, it's a lot of races. Yeah, you're right. A lot of racist presidents.
a lot of them.
None of them ran as a racist.
That's a lie.
Which
It
one?
was just more. It was just open.
Bill
Like I
Andrew
said,
Jackson.
yeah, they
Barry
didn't care.
Goldwater was the last person that actually ran as an actual racist. You feel me? I don't remember nobody else doing that. But Trump. Like you said, if they had to hide it or some shit. I never seen nobody do it out front other than Barry Goldwater. Nobody else done that. Even the ones that had slaves didn't run as racist. You feel me?
Right.
Nobody ran as racist as a person to get elected. That never happened. I ain't never seen that right there. That's crazy. That person never would get elected.
But first, how we didn't vote back then. We couldn't vote. So you want me appeasing your base? This is white. That's all was there. Native Americans didn't vote. Wasn't no Asians and all that yet. So all you were talking to is white people. So of course you ain't gonna seem racist to the people you talking to, because that's the norm. But if you go back and you examine it from our point of view, all that shit was extra racist. It was racist to the full. Now Trump opened with it, but now you gotta hide it. But I'm just saying.
What I'm saying is, like, running as my policies are racist. I'm a racist person. I'm running as a racist part of this country. That's rare. That's rare.
Are we talking about like after the 40s and shit? Or,
Period.
Nah, the beginning of the country, like I said, all of them was that way, dog. But yeah, all of them was that way, until you get to like the 40s and the 50s when they had to hide it. But even then, they still didn't hide it. It was okay, yeah, y'all over here, we over there. You know what I'm saying? Eisenhower and them, man, they was all racist, man.
We know, I know that. What I'm saying is they didn't run like that. They didn't run as president to be president as a racist. They didn't do that. That's what I'm saying. Like, he started from the beginning as racist, a bigot, and won. That's a big difference.
Nah, he said if he was truly racist, he wouldn't do anything for the black people.
What do you mean?
Why do anything for him? He said he was gonna help him out. I ain't see it. I don't see it, but you know.
Yeah, but
he said he was gonna do it. He ain't never do it.
Yeah, I got a list of shit that can tell you why he's racist. I don't want to go over that list again.
That list of shit tell you why he racist.
Yeah, it's real simple with that.
But you gotta think about it. He's a business person.
I'm about to say some of that ain't racist, and some of that is he rich and he look down on people. Now those people are lower class. You know, even among the Hispanics, the Asians, and all that, is always a lower class. He don't respect the lower class. Those who he shit on.
No, he don't like black.
These are elitists.
Get over that for a minute, Grail. Can you get over that? He don't like black people.
He don't. But nope, and that's my whole point. You keep saying like it's just him.
It's both.
You honestly think all of them give a fuck about us?
Okay,
They want to
but
let this shit continue on. I understand that. I understand
He
that.
don't
But
like,
you, it's like
he don't like races outside of him, and he also don't like white people. I mean, he don't like poor people or lower class people.
Exactly.
and my whole point is you keep talking like it's just because he open about it. That's why you mad. Is he open about it? You wanted to go around your back
But
about it.
you talking like he not. When he say all
No,
black
I ain't saying he was. I
all
ain't saying he
countries that
was
black
not.
people
I
come
know
from
he is.
are shithole countries. Come on, dog. What are you talking about?
I said he's also a
All
elitist.
Muslims banned from the giddy up.
He
I
can't
mean,
do that. If he wants to, he
on and on with his list.
And that's my point here. And then you always bring up that it takes the House and the Senate. It takes the House and the Senate to approve this shit. So he obviously not alone.
Huh?
And that's my whole point. You keep saying like it's just him. They're backing him with this shit. He can't put a law like that without somebody backing him. So that means it's not just him. And if it's a majority of them, there's a lot of motherfuckers doing it. And that's my whole point. If it's that much of people doing it, there's a lot of people feel the same way. And you
The other
overlooking
thing
these
is he could write executive orders too.
Yeah, he wrote a lot of those.
Especially the ones that is not pertaining to the American people. His personal agendas, his executive orders kick in. Like stupid shit like about Twitter. Who gives a fuck about that?
Now, wait. Hold on for a minute. Now, that right there touched another topic. When they say he banned TikTok. Now, I don't know if you heard about that, right?
Yeah, I don't fuck with TikTok like that.
So anybody ever heard Trump and the government is trying to ban TikTok? I don't know if he did it already. It told me yesterday. He won't ban TikTok in America.
But the thing is, Microsoft's supposed to swoop in and pick it up. Supposed to buy it. That's the latest thing I heard.
Yeah. So
So
right there,
if they swoop in and buy it, their stocks will soar.
yeah, he want. What he's saying is Chinese is spying on everybody with TikTok. That's what he's saying right now. Everybody with TikTok, when you turn it on, Chinese are spying on you through the camera and getting all your information. So he want to block all TikTok from all America. Now it's been blocked in other countries too.
What's up? Yeah.
How you doing, baby?
How you doing?
So I don't know. It ain't like
You
it's
all right?
some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? What you think, Red, about TikTok?
I mean, it's a platform and people use it to do what they do. I don't put shit past governments to spy on people, but I think it's way beyond TikTok. But I think it's just a bunch of BS. How can I put this? Since it's based out of China, he want to say that it's bad. Just more control. And I'm like, all right, enough is enough, dog. Stop trying to deflect the fact that you're going to take something away because you see everybody sitting at home on TikTok. So you figure if I fuck with it, they'll be so worried about that they ain't worried about other shit that I'm trying to sneak past people.
Now TikTok is a Chinese-based company or some shit. That's probably why he doing that shit.
Yeah, so I'm like, it seems like he's throwing a distraction out there so people don't gear up for what is about to come. And I'm like, come on, man, it's obvious now. And some of the shit is just obvious. But I've seen that obvious still don't work with people. People don't give a fuck. But I'm lost, man. I'm like, what made him do this? What made him bring this up? He ain't on TikTok.
I know.
That's because it's election year. Time for the gloves to come off. You got to do whatever you got to do to try to make a win. It's a pandemic out there. People getting put out. $600 a week unemployment just ran out. So
see shit like that, I can't stand. It burns me up. But that shit blows me right there. You know, shit that could have been done. You know,
right. but not paying attention to these problems of us. He worrying about himself to get reelected again.
They literally
Selfish
going on
shit.
vacation, dog, without finishing the bill. Everybody that do that unemployment this week is not gonna get that extra 600. They can forget that. It's not even on it because they ain't even do shit. They going on vacation. Now, the Democrats didn't go on vacation because Nancy Pelosi said they can't leave, so they still in Washington again. But they can't do shit, but stand there because Republicans ain't doing shit. They going home. That's the difference.
Meaning that they don't give a motherfucker.
That's the difference. And she done mandated that the whole Congress stay in Washington. But she can't do that with the Senate. So that's the difference.
That's the difference, dog.
Yeah, these be concrete joints. They be real differences, dog. Like, them niggas gone the fuck home.
Yeah, we don't care if they get that $600. That's their problem.
Exactly.
We living fine.
Then here they go.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, they get more money or some shit they talking about. But as soon as they want to bail out a big ass corporation, they don't give a fuck where the money going.
And then we have to foot that goddamn bill. But the Democrat, with the thing I've seen on C-SPAN is that the Democrats is like, okay, we need to give these people their money. I mean, it's their tax money. Like, what's the problem?
Right.
Like, what's the problem? It's their tax money. If they need to bail out, they get bailed out. With big corporations and Donald Trump's golf course, that's his number one priority. He tried to get back in here so he could continue to fuck up where he started from. Nah, we don't need another 4 years of this shit.
You know?
I'm growing gray hairs because of this motherfucker.
Yeah, it's tough, but it's been tough on our black culture, our seniors too. Seniors can't stand them. They wake up every morning watching news, screaming at the TV. See what I'm saying? So he knocking years off our seniors, fucking around, and he gotta get the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? He poisoned our community. Like real say, he poisoned our community. I'm glad I touched on Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody tuning in right now on YouTube and Facebook. I touched on Ice Cube because we do every week we do when rap was rap. You know what I'm saying? When we go back and watch somebody in the basement and shit, right? So I thought it'd be a good week right here to just do Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? So now this took me a minute to find Ice Cube in the basement. You know what I'm saying? Because I was thinking, I remember him in there, but I can't find it. You know what I'm saying? So that blew me. You know? I remember him going on that joint. Him and he went on there a couple times for real. So this week right
He
here,
probably went down there with the lynch mob.
I don't think so.
I was about to say, I don't think they was out that time.
Yeah, but no, back then he was on Pumping Up and shit like that. That was early in when things popped. So what I want to do on this week, when rap was rap, you know what I'm saying? When we go back and watch either somebody freestyling or in an interview way back when they was really at the beginning or in the peak of their career or whenever they freestyle or had an interview that was interesting for us to watch, you know what I'm saying? So we go back and watch those and then we get our critique on the end, on the back end of that. For anybody watching this T3P podcast, that's Radical Rare, you know what I'm saying? And that's Jay at the bottom. We do this every week, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. If you want to catch us, you know what I'm saying? If you like the content, subscribe, you know? Plenty more coming. Upgrade the content while we at it. You know what I'm saying, Doc? So, Young, you never told me what you thought about Ice Cube overall, Ray. Jay.
Ice Cube, I think Ice Cube alright though. He's one of those rappers that don't like. He's I ain't gonna say one of those unsung rappers, but he's not underrated. He's rated the way he's supposed to be. He's an A plus. Like he writes his own rhymes. He don't bite off of nobody. He's original. Can't get that from too much no more back in that time. I mean, it's a lot of originality back then, but now. But like, it's two rappers.
Right, that's why I liked it back then because, like I tell real, it was a lot of originality, like different styles of people and shit. I used to like that shit.
It was two rappers that was. It was a couple of rappers that was seriously underrated. Common, Tyler Kweli, and Mos Def.
Mos Def, yeah.
Those three was seriously underrated,
Kweli,
and nobody don't really mention them too much.
So I'm gonna go ahead and let this play right here. This Ice Cube in the Basement. This is this week's on when rap was rap. Interviews, freestyles. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna up this up a little bit. Here we go. And this is Ice Cube. It look like I think it's Dub C in there with him.
West Side Connection.
You know?
Booth, spitting some fire. And how y'all think I was gonna do Rap City without getting in the booth, spitting some fire, and I'm gonna spit it like this. You know how we do it. Gangbang mentality, movie after movie, can't get it out of me. Who wanna battle me? Mouth is a Uzi. I thumbtack you to the concrete, treat you like a floozy. The pyroclastic flow that I lay will turn this microphone to Pompeii. What will I do in broad day? I'll turn Broadway into a hallway. Suckers, they want to know the herbs and spices. They come to me and want to know what my advice is. I'm spiritual punk like Jesus Christ is, and lyrical. I'm about the nicest content, longevity. Plus I spit that sit on your brain, homie, heavily. I can spit rhymes till I'm 70 on the Vegas Strip. Yeah, there I be.
Harasser, Dub C for the cash, just character. Renovated and reinvented my style and swagger. Coming through your neighborhood, all about the business. Tight shirt, wear that's that real. Lace that, blaze that, taste that, brace that. I'ma spank that, where my drink at. Y'all know I like a liquor store style in the brown bag. And if it ain't Patron, then it better be the brown. Yeah, copies, lot of cheese, hood store qualities. Somebody give me a cup for these policies. And recognize a real OG when you see one holding 2 free, trying to have me a threesome. Party's packed up, got a jumper like cardiac. Hey, y'all, but after party gat, I'm tripping. Wait a minute, let me back up. Oh, oops, the party here's on BET in the booth. Dub C, y'all.
You know?
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is.
You know?
Rap City in the booth right here. We going to Lil Wayne. Got money. Rap City.
It don't stop going to a commercial. Dub C.
You know? Keep going, boy.
Not no rehearsal.
That's my shit.
Nah,
Niggas want to eat the mic up, boy. You know what I'm saying, dog? You know what I'm saying, real?
That was subpar, dog.
You know what I'm saying, real?
Okay. Mediocre.
Here we go.
Where would you rank that at?
Freestyle?
Yeah.
That about C plus. Dub C. I'm trying to go back in. He gets C plus too. I'm trying to go back for seconds. I love that. You know? What you think, Jay?
I think you're right. Probably about C. About C.
See,
But
we all agree on
that's
the C on that one.
but that was when rap was rap.
You know?
Can't be, man. That was what? Young Money, I Got Money Jones. That wasn't too long ago. About good 10 years ago.
Nah, that was 2002, 2001. Dub C.
Nah, it had to be later than that.
Dub C ain't been around since the early 2000s.
Because it was Dub C, Q, Mac 10.
Mac 10, that's like late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Then
And who else?
Mac 10 with Money Team.
Mac 10. Who else? Not Corrupt. What's his name?
I think Snoop came in that joint late in the. No, he came in NWA. when they did the old joint, the remake of the NWA. Y'all remember that shit? And with Snoop, Dre, and Q.
Mm.
When they did Fuck the Police. I think they did. Remake of that.
I know Dre and Q came together and they did Natural Born Killers.
Oh yeah, that was early. Yeah, that was early.
My man New Jack used that as a theme song.
Yeah,
He wasn't lying. He trying to kill your ass in the ring.
Y'all lunch.
so what you think? Let me
But-
start with Jay. What's your number 5 hip hop group of all time?
Group or duo?
How you want to do it?
Said duo at first. We do group next
Duo.
time.
Yeah, I figured that. I was like, hold up, man. You had us set up for duo. You ain't say group. Group a whole different. I gotta do a little bit more research.
Do duos. It don't make no difference. That's the same thing.
Nah, it's big difference. Big difference. Group a whole different beast. Cause you got throw some chicks in there. Yeah, it's a whole different thing right there, dog.
You say you got some
Group
chicks.
would be
Chicks in there too, dog.
So if
Group
you wasn't
got-
do top, if you wasn't do a top 10, you saying it'd be a girls in there? Who?
TLC. We going groups?
TLC?
Yeah. Cause Left Eye gave the hip hop, and you know the other two girls gave the soul. That's hip hop right there, dog.
That's why I say it'd be shaky. Yeah,
Yeah,
you right.
in there.
That's kind of, and then they got some R&B. It's shaky. Yeah. I get them.
yeah. They borderline hip hop. But yeah. I will accept them.
It make you do that. Yeah.
I accept them.
Like that's why I say it'd be some groups that is like borderline and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Cause there wasn't even no female groups at the time. Like as far as hip
I
hop.
put Salt and Pepper in the top joint far hip hop
Yes.
group
Salt Pepper. There
for sure.
wasn't too many groups like that.
But yeah, far as females, yeah. But if you can't, you got to put them in there, even though they females. You know what I'm saying? I put I put EPMD for sure. I put matter of fact, what y'all think about EPMD?
I got them on my list too.
So I
Top
put
10
them
or
in.
top 5?
We're doing a whole 10 right now, just off the
10.
top.
Yeah, they top 10.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Now I fucks with them because both of them can flow
Yeah,
for sure.
they top 10.
Strictly business. Now, what y'all think about Tribe Called Quest?
Group.
Yeah, that's all group right there. But
But they did bust in the scene with some hits and
Yeah.
changed the game.
Well, will you put them in the top 10 though?
nah, I put
Yeah.
De La Soul for them.
Huh?
I said I like De La Soul before them.
I do like De La Soul.
Yeah, before Tribe Called Quest though. That's tough. De La Soul was nice though. I don't know. Tribe Called Quest almost started that shit though.
Well, they fighting for 8-9, so there you go. They between 8-9.
And then my man used to flow like shit. Q-tip.
Yo, man, Q-tip. Hey, man, yeah, I forgot. I keep forgetting, dog. That's your
He
time
used to
right
flow.
there.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, Q-Tip was
alright.
flowing.
Hell yeah.
Q-Tip was nice.
What happened to him, dog? I don't hear nothing from him no more.
That's crazy.
He chilling.
Man, after 95, he fell off the face of the earth.
Hell yeah. I don't know what happened to the niggas that really can flow. You know, it's like they say, fuck. So it's hard work though to keep rhymes going. Though.
I'm about to say, dog, after a while, you was like, all right, I did this to
Right.
get successful. Now I'm successful. Put my fucking
Or the
feet
other
up.
way, you're not successful and you got to pay bills. That shit over. Again, somewhere you got to stop writing. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere where it's like, I'm successful now. I'm going to do a whole bunch of writing now. I'm out.
right.
You know what I'm saying? What about y'all think about, of course, y'all know about these niggas. Break, they one of the top groups, period.
Wu-Tang.
They in the group.
Lane.
That's a motherfucking whole live motherfucking family right there.
Really a clan for real. Now I put them in my top for multiple reasons because yeah, they vicious. But when you send out like single artists, right, and they become stars and shit on their own from your group, and your group was successful, that shit's like that. You got Method Man coming out of that thing, Ray Khan. You had everybody coming out of that joint. That was nice right there.
I wonder how the money worked out. There's a lot of motherfuckers, dog.
Yeah, it was too many. Everybody was broke.
There's too many, dog.
Yeah.
Anything over 4, you already splitting the money too many ways.
If you think Cuban was broke, I know these niggas asshole out.
Well,
You know what your man ODB did? He pulled up in the limousine at a any kind check cashing place back in the day and get some food stamp.
Oh yeah. You wild shit, yeah.
So when he coming out of his limousine with his kids, talking about, so we about to get some food stamps today.
He used to do wild ass shit like that.
Yeah, he was wild as shit. And then all this is recorded. Then you get a letter from the government saying you gotta pay that back.
I get these two right credit. What y'all think about them two?
Duo, yeah. Group, no.
Kid and Play duo.
Yeah, duo. They still not top 5 though. They still not top 5 duo. Top 10, yeah, they top 10 though. They about 9.
Cannot Kid and Play
As a duo?
yeah.
Yeah, they ain't top 5.
Wow.
Duo, I give him a top 6. I give him 6
And then
spot.
again, you think about it's just more movies they did.
Yeah, I mean, they rapping shit was okay, but then we had like 2-3 years tops.
The rapping one with soundtracks though.
Yeah.
The movies.
So they came on in 89. By 94, they was done.
They did get a beef though. Somebody had called them out. They had a diss track on them, and they dissed them back. And then all of a sudden, yeah, some who dissed them?
I know that part was fun. I can't remember right now. It had to be funny. That had to be funny.
It was called Whack Ass Kid and Dumbass Play or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. And they was mocking them, but I know the joint you're talking about.
I'm trying to think. I think it was Luke and Poison Clan.
Cause I'm telling you, back then.
Yeah, it was Luke. It's Luke and Poison Clan.
Yeah, you're right.
Says Pussy Ass Kid and Hoe Ass Play. That was the name of the song. From Uncle Luke of all people.
Yeah. It was the late 80s, early 90s when they came out.
Yeah, so they ain't have a long reign. And plus, Play didn't want to do it no more, so he fucked Kid up. Because they could have kept going about at least 97.
It was 1986 in New York.
Yeah, he wanted to be a pastor.
That's how it go, dog. You do a
Yeah,
lot
they
of
do
dirt.
go that route a lot. They do that a lot.
It makes you wonder why, huh?
See, that brings me to them anyway when you did that. Another influential group in hip hop.
Why? Because they talked about sex.
No, they was influential over the long haul of rap itself. The way they came out from the beginning was all like the opposite of Ice Cube and them. They talk more about the female. And it was just as raunchy as talking about the streets and shit.
Okay.
They were the flip side of it.
So they went hardcore calling bitches, calling sluts and whores and shit. And versus to the olden days where they was gassing these bitches' heads up.
Yeah, they was crazy right here. These niggas right here was crazy stuff. They just had right. They was motherfucking Howard Stern almost. That's how these niggas was.
And they was the same. They was the same. They was the ones that made that diss track on Kid and Play.
Yeah. Yeah, the video too. They used to make videos on motherfuckers back then. They ain't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a video going with that motherfucking diss track. For sure. I remember that it used to be an old video joint on cable where you go to and watch all the videos. I think it's called music video channel or some shit.
The jukebox.
Jukebox, yeah, that's what it was, yeah.
You had to call in the number and shit.
Yeah, Jukebox. You catch all the videos. Any hit jobs on that joint, hey, all on that joint for sure.
Running up your mama phone bill and shit.
So you used to do keep requesting 2 Live Crew at night, huh?
They used to crank though, man. But I didn't like it. The shit was just all sounding the same too much. It was too much.
I'm about to say, dog. After like 1 song, 2 songs, I was done with it. I was like, okay, y'all sound the same.
What about this group?
Nah.
Did you do Underground? They get-
Underground.
They was on my group list too.
You want to call them one hit wonders? Yeah, there you go.
No. Again, you can't do that when you produce one person out of that joint, become a mega star. See, that's the main thing. You can't deny that.
So you
Now,
thought D
Tupac-
was a mega star?
Tupac,
Oh, okay. Oh, Tupac. Yeah, it's like, nah, stop playing me, dog.
they go Tupac right there.
Yeah, I see him.
He was in this group, and this is why I told you I didn't like him anyway. When he switched from this shit to street shit.
First of all,
switch.
he was a roadie, and they told him, hey, yo, we gonna do this.
Don't do that. Don't get him.
Nah, you gonna do what you gotta do to eat, dog. He said that he had to do to eat.
Remember, his mother was come on, man. This was him right here. This was all him. This all he used to rap. It was his shit. Then I think it was around Juice era. This nigga switched. It got him paid though, but that switch right there was not. I wasn't fond of it. So ever since then, I wasn't a nigga that wasn't. I ain't really fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember this right here. I remember this. Motherfucking Tupac. I remember him. You know what I'm saying? He was the first one I seen.
So you don't fuck with Dr. Dre because he used to walk around with that little doctor outfit on?
Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
What doctor outfit?
Remember he had a doctor outfit on when he was with that group. You don't fuck with him, right?
You talking about a silk outfit?
Yeah, silk. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what that
You
was.
talking about the
Yeah.
World Class Wrecking Crew?
Yeah, yeah.
that joint.
Oh, you ain't fuck with him when he was with that then, right? Because that's who he is to me. That's how I always see him.
Me
A
too.
pussy.
You know? Now you discredit everything he did after that.
Pretty much.
There you go.
You cannot forget.
Yeah, that's
how
me
he
right
looked
there.
right here, Slim. I would never leave this picture alone at all. It's gonna always
There you
come
go.
up.
That's who he is right there, though. All that gangster shit, all that hard shit, that ain't him.
Then the
Yeah.
back of his head is on his crouch.
Exactly. This picture is just
Ah.
too many things happen with the picture.
It's a lot of things happening with that. You got
Hey,
all
real.
them men.
This is over
And
the
the-
top, Slim.
So we discredit ain't nothing but a G thing then, right?
Hold
Yeah.
on. It went from there to back out.
Nah, stop playing. Bro.
Look, your man right there leaning. And in between Q and Easy E. He ain't got that shit on no more.
But he told you that. He said that gangster shit get him gangs and snaps. You don't know about that, dog. That's way
Come on,
before
dog. First you say he can't rap. Don't rap it rap. Don't do that.
he ain't write that. Snoop Dogg wrote that, but that's
No, he wrote that, man.
I ain't write that. Dre do not
Okay,
write.
dog.
Dre never
When he
wrote.
went on Death Row and all that shit. He started writing his own shit, dog. You
Nah,
tripping.
he never wrote. All you hear
I
him
know
doing is
it's
making
great,
that.
dog.
All he do is make a hot beat.
You could tell when it's Snoop writing some shit. That wasn't coming out of his mouth.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know,
Level.
man. I think it seemed like somebody writing this shit because when he came out with
did.
the album, the Aftermath album, that was garbage.
That was terrible.
And then he had that one song on there called "Been There and Done That." That was
terrible.
it.
Now, while we here, this is one of my another group right here. That's one of the tops in the groups influential on the hip hop right there. While
I
they
actually
there,
put them number one.
yeah, my joint. You know they number one for me. Influential. You know what I'm saying? That
Oh, number one influential. Okay.
don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's hard to debate that one, Slim, for sure.
Why?
They
'Cause
did
brought-
change the
brought
game
gangsta?
up.
What? Because they made gangster shit popular.
Nah, man, they influential. That's why.
How they influential?
Don't do that.
Nah. Outside of one of them being influential,
One of them.
one of them.
No, all of them.
And Dre made his mark as producer, but that's about it, dog.
Exactly.
Cube,
Just take Cube out for a minute. Just say Cube never existed. Just Dre alone was influential in hip
Nah,
hop.
no. They together.
The
It's the
songs
same.
alone, the beats that he supplied, dog, you tripping.
You ain't hear nothing about it till Q
He
made that beat
influential
happen.
in hip hop just with the beats alone, nigga. That's circulated through the system. You tripping?
You tripping, dog.
Yeah, most hits he done them his beats.
Them his beats, nah.
That's to take Cube out of the writing and all that. Just him doing his beats. He got his own foot on the motherfucking joint.
He sampled a lot of shit, dog. It wasn't just all his beats now. A lot of his shit was sampled. And he had help. The nigga used to do the
Nah, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, he did. He had a lot of help from that nigga Roger something. He helped him out a lot. He taught him the real game of this shit.
Oh no.
Don't overstep this, dog. You need to do your research, dog. You missing out.
We talking about Drake.
Okay.
He influential alone. So the NWA as a group was influential. You still talking about Eazy-E to this day. That's one person. That's just 3 out of 4. You see what I'm saying?
And they jacking the shit out of his beats.
They definitely influential.
They jacking them beats like shit.
Oh hell yeah. That's for sure. Just got forgot. Just found this picture too. Yeah, I was talking about that. You know, but I still don't think they. Tribe Called Quest is just I don't know. Though. Something about that music, though. It just relax you. They Got Soul nice too, though. It's hard for me to. I don't know. It's hard to debate that. They about the same to me.
I'm about to say that's what I said. Like you just aspect or something. But after '96, I ain't hear shit from neither one of them. So you go from there.
They ain't came out to like 2000. Back out to 2000. They came out with a '96 album, but it ain't do too good. 2000 they came out with that another album, but they jive like old then. You know they, you know.
So they was old.
You know they got older in 2000.
Oh yeah, most of them.
It was nothing. They like so. Who else we got out there?
They Got Soul.
Naughty by Nature.
Let's not forget about them. Can't
Oh,
forget
Naughty by Nature.
Run DMC. Another influential in hip hop.
How they influential? Because
they were more influential than NWA at all. They just influential in the 80s. They put a stamp on the joint to send it to the rock. But overall, NWA was way more a bigger foot on hip hop than they were.
So just because they was the first ones out there, that mean they were influential. Well, first one to go really mainstream.
They got big old ropes. My man said they ain't hood. Look at these niggas, man. You gonna tell any Caucasian that these boys ain't hood? What's wrong with you?
Nah, they're perpetrating the site fraud, man.
They perpetrate duo.
Perpetrating the fraud.
Now, if I was to go duo route, this is my number one duos. They influential too.
Nah, dog.
What?
Irby Rakim, dog.
Irby Rakim.
Number one.
You said they not influential.
I didn't say that. You said number one duo. I said they not it.
Duo, Irby, and Rakim.
Rakim was no duo.
They was.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it was.
They was for number one duo out here, dog.
Man, only one nigga spoke.
Duo's a duo. Hey, no matter how it goes.
No.
A duo is a duo, dog. You don't know what that man did behind the scenes, dog.
That's a technicality there.
Nah, dog. Nah, that's like salt and pepper.
That's
why not? You know what the end did?
We didn't call them a duo, did we?
Nope. How's it a group? One of them didn't speak.
It's a group because one of them spinning the records.
All right, dog. It's a duo, dog.
You said it's a duo.
So it's here. Yeah, that's a duo.
That's
right
a duo.
There. You know, that's a duo too.
That was my boy, Sticky Fingers, boy.
Sticky Fingers.
That. You don't know about that.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Don't do it. Don't
do it to yourself, dog.
I appreciate everybody tuning in on Spotify. I appreciate everybody, dog, in Louisiana. I appreciate you, Kentucky. I appreciate you a whole lot. Guam. I appreciate you a whole lot for tuning in. Puerto Rico. For downloading our podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Appreciate it a whole lot, man. You know what I'm saying? That's from Radical World and me. We got Jay down there at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Before we get out, I'm let Rel let you know what his handle is, you know, before we get out. One, if you're on YouTube, right now, subscribe. We got 100 subscriber challenge going on with the hottest chip in the world. So that'll be all of us live on all platforms eating that chip once we get to 100 subscribers. So if you're looking right now, subscribe real quick. That'll be something I guess you'll want to see us on fire. You know what I'm saying? With the hottest chip. Got the name of Pacquiao, you know?
He said, I forgot the name of it.
You
Y'all
know?
gotta help. Y'all gotta get us on that chip, dog. You forgetting about it.
No. What we doing here? That thing on fire. I just forgot the name. When you picture it, it sounds different, you know?
I know. Yeah.
That
trust
is the
me,
hottest chip in the world. So just subscribe right now if you're on YouTube. If you're on Facebook group, appreciate you a whole lot for tuning in right now. Facebook, I appreciate you a whole lot. You know it. You know what I'm saying? You know how you catch me all day long live if you want to talk to me or see me anyway. You know what I'm saying, dog? I'm live anyway on Facebook, you know? Jay, you want to say something before we get out of here?
Yeah. Check out The Fresh is the Test. They'll say Bobman's Road.
You know? That'll be 3613 St. Barnabas Road. You know?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
your
gonna hit you up.
test. You know?
I'll be there. I have to come up there soon myself. I need
You know?
another fresh cut.
You know, you want to see if it's fresh as the test. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is. What?
Got to test my fresh.
Real?
Yeah. Hey, check me out, realmedia.youtube.com. I appreciate y'all likes, follow, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Check me out. There's some new content on there. Also, catch me Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'll be streaming live, on twitchtv.com at Real Gaming 82. Come through, holler at me, talk, you know what I'm saying? I'm also going to post a podcast there too, so y'all can check it out if y'all ain't see it the day before.
That's what it do. This is a T3P podcast. We appreciate everybody for tuning in, dog. You know what I'm saying? We see you too. You know what I'm saying? We give you shouts out in Guam, wherever you at, we see you, dog. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you downloading this joint. You know what I'm saying? You know? Leave us comments. If you hear any audio problems, we try and work on everything, get everything at top notch for you. You know what I'm saying? So anything y'all hear or can't hear, I'm thinking of you can't see us or whatever going on, let us know. You know what I'm saying? We're feeling our way through things, you know? But other than that, just the Third Perspective podcast, you know? And that should do it for tonight. You know what I'm saying? Dog, hey, catch us though, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, you know? But Wednesday mornings, you can catch us on Spotify, on your Spotify or your Apple podcast. But other than that, we out.